Might want to shift. And there, setting my GoPro. Thought I'd go live. I'm having download issues. Gotta clear out some memory or something. I don't know. You know how that works. Should start playing here in a second. Let me see. I need to clean my screen. How are y'all doing? Let's see. Chat filter. All messages. That way if anything comes up I can see it. Gonna lose my signal up here in a few spots. So that is what it is. It'll start cutting out. I think through here it doesn't do too bad. But it's probably gonna cut out up here. Got a little different view. I put it on, I think, the full view. They got a cinematic view I can do as well and pick up even more, I think. There's like the max lens thing and all that. My helmet feels like I got something in it. So how are y'all doing? If you're out there, leave a message, leave a comment, let me know you're there. And as you can tell in front of me, probably, we might get rained on. Might not. Don't know. That's life, ain't it? Even the weatherman doesn't really know. Let me go down a gear. I feel a lot more comfortable. I wish the texture of this road would show up on the camera better. Its texture is like washboard. Can't remember if it's this stretch right up here or if it's the next one, but until I get to 90, I know there's a couple spots this thing's gonna cut out on me. Then I might go down 90 a bit, I don't know. I might take a little bit of a different route home. Depends. At least I got to work today. I know a lot of people, they get mad. Like, I gotta work on the weekend, I gotta work overtime, I gotta work this, I gotta work that. Well, I'm a truck driver, I don't get paid overtime. You know, even if you get paid hourly, most of these companies, there's old regulations that allow them to get away with it. You don't get overtime. It's one of the things they're supposed to be changing, but haven't heard anything on it yet. I just need work. One week I work 3 days, next week I work the whole week. So run while the running's good, because you don't know what next week brings. And do not go flying around this curve either. Well, number one, it's rough. Number two, from the trucks with place to, so that's just not a good idea. My bag. Yep, it's still closed. I took my coat off and put it in my bag because it's just too hot. I have a mobile, like, not a mobile, like, you know, a baby's mobile thing, but like, set it up like that. I like those little tracked vehicle things that they use them in two places. They use them like up in the Arctic, up in the ice roads and all that stuff, or if it falls in the water, it'll float. But they're amphibious, and then they'll use them down here in the swamp. Oh, there is rain. road is wet. Lovely. It's a lovely shade of wet. I thought I'd go live just because I'm having that video shot and I can't download it. I'm running out of space, the age-old problem. So I gotta go through and delete a bunch of stuff and all that. I'll probably do that tonight. Probably. I can download them. It's supposed to really be raining tomorrow. Raindrops dripping off my arm. Got a couple of them. I don't know if it's coming my way or if it's past, or we shall find out. Home. I wish I had tread on my tire. That would be amazing. Actual tread on my tire, where it doesn't make the ass end feel like a melted stick of butter. That would be awesome. I can dream. You could re-groove a bike tire like you do yours. Cut what? Cool, through here. Anyone coming? Not really. So I'm gonna take off. It was done 90, which is gonna be just a couple minutes, 2-3 miles, and I'll be up there. I know it cuts out through here. So how are y'all doing? Hopefully good. Good. Tire felt better than the bottom of my tire. Lovely. So which route do I take home? Do I go down 90 or do I take the other way? I don't know. That might be the smart thing to do. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be what I do, but it might be the smart thing to do. Point when we get up. What I'm going to do. Bustling Texas. If I don't do like a cover, I was thinking about doing that too. What is in my eye? Something in my eye and you're trying to like move your eyelet or something to get it out. Does not necessarily work out for the better. That's not good. So I stalled my bike. Live. Lovely. Hadn't done that in a while. Which way should we go? We go straight with the turn, or should I go the other way? I don't know. Still debating. I need to check my battery though. And now I gotta check engine light. This bike is due. Yeah, I need to check the battery. Pretty sure what that light's from, and that's from starting it. It didn't want to start like low voltage. We might do that when I get home. I think that just made my mind up. I'm gonna go home. That's what I'm gonna do. Quick shoot. How are you doing? I'll have a comment on there now. Given what my bike just did, probably my fault stalling it out anyways, but the starting back up, I think I'm gonna just go home and I'll check the battery from there. It's not hard to do. And I ain't going to Harley for a battery. Ain't no way. I'll go right down to O'Reilly's and I'll get me a battery there. Same battery I got for the other bike. When people are saying what they want for a battery, they try to tell you it's a lithium and it's not a lithium battery. They just give you an AGM. Oh, it's lit. No, it's not. Really good bike is fixed. Okay. Mine, I stalled it in the first time in forever. It didn't want to start back up. And I'm pretty sure that's why I got that check engine light down there. Starting it up, because the way it sounded was like voltage, you know? And I'm like, I just started it. I've been running it down the road. My voltage should be good. So I think I'm going to go home and I'll check the voltage. Yeah, I'll check the voltage. I'll just get my multimeter out, take the seat off, that sort of thing. It's not that hard. Anytime your battery's low, you start the bike and it barely starts. I can't remember what the voltage is that if it reaches, it's going to throw a code. That doesn't mean you got to go to Harley Davidson and have them, oh, my bike has a code. No. And you go through, you look at the codes. Okay, cool, you clear the codes and you're fine. You know, you don't have to go to the dealer for every little thing. Although I'm sure they appreciate it. They will gladly take your money. Oh, for the camp out. Awesome. Yeah, I'm not going to be at this camp out. I'll be at the next one. I can't go twice a year. It works out better because I can take my time off. What I did last year was I took 2 weeks off. I don't know if I'm going to take that much time off again. Depends on how much money. But doctor's appointments that I need to make and all that, and get my letters and take my physical. You know, 1 week's for that and the other week's for the camp out, and then I go back to work. I can't afford to do that twice a year. I would love to, though. The camp out was amazing. Tolga, how you doing? I think I've outran the rain for a minute. It may catch us. If it does, it does. Like I said earlier, I just wish I had more tread on my tires. I was taking that curve back there. The road's all wet, and I'm like, the side of my tire feels better than the bottom of my tire. That's bad. When you're more comfortable on the side of the tire than on the bottom of the tire. Because the road gets wet and it starts feeling... I guess the melted stick of butter is a good analogy. You know? It's a little weird. What roads do I want to take? If I go to the right back there behind me, I'll come out over here on this dirt road. Right there. And I'll tee in on here. Sometimes I take that one. Okay. This is the part you need a supermoto for, or a dirt bike or something. A little different suspension. There we go. And that's the tollway. We're not getting on the tollway. I don't know if I'm going to go into town, if I'm going to skirt town, or just take a little different route. See what the signal does. But I know if I go up around the school like I usually do, I'm going to lose my signal. Well, it'll start skipping out, is what it'll do. I'm in first gear. I don't want to be in first gear. Don't want to stall it again either. need a 7th gear. So wobbly. Hit a pretty good sized pothole this morning. Need to really check out my front end. I've hit that same pothole for the same reason, I think like twice. Because it's like, you got the water building up on the outside, you gotta wipe it off. See where your video down yet. Check engine light is on. I'm pretty sure that's because of the low voltage. I'll just have to clear it. I'm gonna check the voltage. And I'm just start get live. I'm thinking of doing like record or cover. I might do that this weekend, I don't know. Gotta do something. I always work. I work so much I don't know what to do with my time off, you know? So I was like, yeah, time off, and what do I do? There's a whole bunch of Texas right there. Road's wet, then it's dry, then it's wet, then it's dry. It sprinkled a little for a minute. Oh wow. They're doing 70. I'll need to pass. Auto salvage. Do they have any bikes in it? There's a bike salvage somewhere. Down by like Stubbs, down south of there. I need to look it up. If they're cool with that. Always ask before you film. I think I'll go straight. See how the signal goes going this way. No matter where I go, it's going to cut out at some point. New gas station being built. Probably start construction on this road and widening out again. They got all the construction done, I think, nearly to the lake, or it might actually be to the lake. They haven't started this side of the lake yet. They'll eventually do that on this one. I don't know when. I do have filming done north of here for one video that I'm doing on the Cash Landrum incident. I gotta do some more filming. I'm kind of learning how to edit some things in. I'm trying to figure out what I can edit in without YouTube getting too mad. Because people get mad if you use their stuff, even though if you if it's a clear fair use thing, like a news article, and then they'll still get mad and they'll still ding your stuff, even though it's a news article. So, I don't know. I'll figure it out though. Levi's Scrap. Did they move? Catholic Church to the right. And a Mason symbol, then you got the Catholic Church. That's great. Decent little Cajun food place. They need better parking. Actually, it wouldn't be too bad once this construction gets done. But anyways, if you've watched for this long, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Next light or two, I'm gonna cut this thing off. I can smell the blacktop. They're pouring. I really appreciate y'all watching. I don't say it too often, but if you want to support my channel, I do have a Patreon. Everything's listed, where all my links are listed on my page. And Patreon does come with Discord roles, but you don't have to be a member of Patreon for my Discord. And not much else there. I don't know if I'm gonna go to bed early or I'm gonna play guitar. My mind's like, I know that is a voltage thing, is why I've got the light there. I am like 100% sure that's because of the voltage. But I've got a check engine light and it is bugging me. No, I'm not gonna go to the mechanic and find out. I'm gonna pull the damn code myself. But then again, you know, I drive trucks at work, but the check engine light's been on for years and I can't even hear the dinging anymore because I've listened to the dinging for so long. It's just ding, ding, ding in the background, you know. Let's see, we got Tolga, we got Riding on Ruby. Hello, how are you? I'm feeling raindrops again. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go on home. I'll figure out what this light is. I'll put a multimeter on it and check my battery. And I'll go from there. I mean, that battery is over 2 years old since I've had the bike. So it's due at some point. I don't know, people that change them out every 2 years regardless, and I can see the point in that. But anyways, thank you so much for watching me ramble on about nonsense. I really appreciate it. And I will catch you fine folks later. I'm gonna head on home. I'm gonna see what's going on with my bike. And he is turning. So adios, vaya con Dios, hasta la vista, sayonara, nashla, ciao. I'll catch you later. Deuces, yeah.